Memorial Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Florida State Seminoles. David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the Seminoles head coach pregame, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will go to work first. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes it so much fun to cover. Who can manage their emotion, not get those dumb penalties, like be really locked in, dialed in, not let all the outside noise affect their play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Tigers' offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The handoff to Johnson. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for the edge, it's Singleton. Nowhere to go. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback Keith. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just got rid of that one.
Those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shepard. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This should be the last play of the quarter. Hits inside. It's Singleton. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Turns up, it's Boggs. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. The quick game. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Enough to move the chains. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's down right there, short gain on the ground.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Noles line up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just drop the...
Snags it, and there's running room. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Making the adjustment. Taylor wants to throw it. Rolls right. Just gets rid of that one.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Florida State sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Arizona taking on the number 13 team, the Colorado Buffaloes.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Burrows. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ollie, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. He wanted to remind his team that they have been in moments like this before. They lost last time these two teams played, and they want to build on that experience and make a different outcome this time around. He told them, we have got to be focused and meet the moment, have even...
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their run, filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Knocked down immediately.
Man, when you go into the half, this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Taylor wants to throw. Rush right in his face. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Running inside, it's Singleton. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They give it back to him. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature. They're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. All the way back to the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Using his legs, it's Shepard. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff to the lone back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Out wide right, it's Brown. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback changing the play. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Moving out to the right. Fires to the big fella. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they are still short of the first down. Great place to start for this offense. holds on. It's Thomas. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. That slices the lead to 2.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll give it to Johnson. Stopped right there.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Taylor wants to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll get it out to the 14 before going out of bounds. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Straight ahead, it's Singleton. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right side, it's Lopez. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Churns into the pile. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Knowles! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The hand to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up